is Akerele Oluwasegun. I'm the MD of League Consulting Limited. We are into data analytic trainings. We train companies and individuals on data analytics. Today we are organizing a discounted training for fresh graduate and job seeker, so in partnership with Sawyer's Choice. So we discovered that a lot of fresh graduate doesn't have the skill required by employers in the industry. So looking at their CV, they claim proficiency in Microsoft Office, and in reality, they don't have that kind of skills. So we have deemed it fit to organize a discounted training for them today, so that we're able to train them on Excel, how to use Excel to analyze data and get insight from data. So we believe employer needs someone that can analyze data, someone that can interpret and get insight from data. So what we are trying to do is to prepare them against 2020 so that they can become more employable by learning the skill needed by employers in the industry. If after the training, they will have learned a lot on Excel. Every company needs someone that understands data. So that's the whole essence of organizing this training for them. So I believe it will help their career a long way, and they can also build their data career by learning Excel. So I believe they are very serious and focused during the course of the training. They can become more employable, and it will create a lot of opportunity for them in the industry.
It's open a new workbook for you. We call it control new. Control means control new. Control new. So it's a shortcut on Excel to open a new workbook. So if you are working on Word documents and you need another Word document, press Ctrl N, it will open a new Word document for you. So likewise, your PowerPoint also is called Control New. So when you press Ctrl N, it will open a new workbook for you. And if you look up, it will call it book 1. If you have opened Excel today, it will show you book 2, book 3, book 4, book 5 like that. This is what we call Excel workbook. Inside the workbook, we have worksheets. Inside the workbook, we have worksheets. Inside the workbook, we have worksheets. Depending on the version of Excel that you have, if we are using 207 to 210 version of Excel, you have 3 worksheets open by default. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. That's 207 to 210 version of Excel. But if your version is from 213 above, you have a single worksheet open by default, sheet 1. By default, sheet 1. So what am I saying? That inside a workbook, we have worksheets. And the number of worksheets that we have in Excel is 255. So we have 255 worksheets inside one workbook. So if you need another worksheet, now you click on this plus sign. David, please click on the plus sign. David, click on the plus sign. So it will open sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, but the limit is 155. You can't see 255 worksheets inside a workbook. 255 worksheets. Microsoft Excel is divided into columns and rows. Excel is divided into columns and rows. Microsoft Excel is divided into columns and rows. Your columns are vertical. And they are indicated by alphabet. Columns are vertical. They are indicated by alphabet. 16,384 columns in Excel. 16,384 columns. 16,384 columns in Excel. While your row is 1,048,576 rows. Column is 16,384 columns, while rows is 1,048,576 rows in Excel. So if you want to check it out, press Ctrl downward arrow on your system, Ctrl and downward arrow. Tap ribbons. At the top, there are 7 numbers by default. 7 numbers. Don't look at your screen. The first one is called Home tab, followed by your Insert, followed by Page Layout. So we have Data, Formula tab, Review tab, and the last one is called View tab. By default, there are 7 numbers. They are called ribbon tabs in Excel. Ribbon tabs in Excel. Ribbon tabs. There are 7 numbers by default. Your Home, your Insert, Page Layout, Data, Formula, Review, and View tab. Though you can customize the ribbon tab depending on what you do on Excel. If you look at my own, I have actually they have lead there. So I will teach you how to customize the tab with your name. You have to customize the end of the tab with your name. So but by default, there are 7 in numbers. So under each of the tab, we have group under them. Under each of the tab, there are groups. Under each of the tab, there are groups. So let's click on Home tab. Everybody click on Home tab. Under the Home tab, the first group there is called Clipboard. So under the Clipboard group, you can copy, you can cut, you can copy, and you can also do format painters. But the group is called Clipboard group. And the next group is called Font, where you can bold, underline, change the font color, the background color. You can also increase the font size or decrease the font size. But the whole group is called Font. The next group is called Alignment, where you can align your text to the left, center, to the right, and also do your wrap text and match and center. So the whole group is called Alignment. The next group we have is called Numbers group. This is where you can do all the formattings in Excel, all the formatting to do on Excel. So everybody click on your insert. Click on your insert tab. What's the first group under insert tab? So the first group is called Tables, where you can do your pivot table, recommended pivot table, and ordinary tables. What's the next group? Illustrations. So click on that illustration. This is where you can insert pictures from online or from your desktop to your Excel. You can insert pictures directly from your desktop or from online. So the group is called. So the next group is called Add-ins. Add-ins. So add-ins, these are features that are not in the Excel ordinarily. These are additional features like your correlation, your regression that are not in the Excel. Those days in school we use what we call SPSS. How many of you understand SPSS? So we use it to analyze our research, SPSS. But we have it in Excel, like your ANOVA, your regression analysis, your correlation, they're in Excel. But you don't need that in Excel. We call it add-ins in Excel. So we also have your chart group.
My name is David Obialubo. I'm a big data analyst and Excel and Power BI tutor at Lead Consulting. We are actually preparing people to become professionals so as to inspire data-driven decisions at workplace. So basically what we are doing today is workplace readiness when it comes to data analysis. At the end of this program, we believe every student will be able to analyze data and bring out meaningful insights so as to drive home good decision making. Thank you.
Control plus sheet plus semicolon will give you the time. This is semicolon. It will give you the time in Excel. That's the shortcut to get the time in Excel. Control, sheet, semicolon will give you the time. Please, are we getting it? What I'm saying is that if your date on your laptop is not correct and you press Control semicolon, it will give you that incorrect date. But it's speaking from what you have on your system. Likewise, the time too. Control semicolon is for date, while Control shift semicolon is for time. You can also use a function. You can also use a function to get date and time. You can also use a function to get date and time in Excel. So the question is, what is a function? What is a function? A function is an inbuilt formulas in Excel. A function is an inbuilt formulas in Excel. Inbuilt formulas in Excel. Inbuilt. And we have over 400 functions that you can use in Excel. Over 400. Before you can even claim Excel proficiency or guru, whatever you call yourself on Excel, you must know at least 20 out of these 400. Most time we call ourselves this name: Excel guru, Excel super user, power user, expert. So you must know at least 20 useful functions in Excel. So a function is an inbuilt formulas in Excel. So please, you have to know that every functions, every calculation, and every formula must start with equal symbol. So what you use any functions, then you must start with equal symbol.